Hi everyone. In the last class we have discussed about several descriptors which are used in QSAR studies. Today we will be discussing about Hans analysis. What is Hans analysis? Hans analysis is a statistical method used to correlate the physicochemical parameters of a ligand with its biological activity. The physicochemical parameters of a ligand or a chemical moiety with its biological activity. We are trying to correlate how the physicochemical parameters will be influencing its biological activity. So that is done by statistical method, and one of the statistical method is a Hans analysis. So in Hans analysis we require physicochemical parameters. So the requirement is this analysis requires at least two descriptors. As rightly said, in Hans analysis at least two descriptors, namely lipophilicity as well as electronic factors, are considered for biological activity. In Hans analysis at least two descriptors, namely lipophilicity and electronic factors, are considered for biological response. Biological response also called biological activity. And why is this lipophilicity required? As we said, the lipophilicity is required for drug journey. You know that the drug, when enters the body, it has to pass through several layers or several transport membranes, and it has to pass through several biological solutions. So it needs some lipophilicity. So essential criteria is lipophilicity. It must be one of the descriptor, and the another descriptor is electronic factors, as we have discussed the electronic factors yesterday. And why is this electronic factor required? Why? Because these electronic factors play a crucial role at the drug interaction site. As we have said yesterday, during the docking process, the ligand or the drug molecule will enter the binding pocket, or also called as active site. There it has some interactions with the protein. The drug or the ligand will have some interactions in the active site of the protein, and so these electronic factors will have a crucial role for drug interaction at the site of action. So in Hans analysis at least two descriptors are required. One is lipophilicity, that is required for drug journey in the body, and another one is electronic factors. Why? Because for drug interaction at the site of action. So coming to Hans equation, it is given as log 1 by c is equal to minus k pi square plus k prime pi plus rho sigma plus k prime prime. So Hans equation, it can be called as log 1 by c. It is correlating the biological activity, means the biological activity. If we get some biological activity of a drug, how do we do that? We take some concentration of the drug and we try to find the response, that is biological response for that concentration. So the response can also be related in the terms of concentration. The lower the concentration, the better should be the activity. Then we say that the drug molecule is very active. We do not go for a drug which has action at high concentration. Indeed, we go for a drug, or we prefer for a drug which executes good biological activity at low concentration. So instead of biological activity, we can use the term concentration, and that is log 1 by c. 1 by c, it means that the concentration should be low but the activity should be high. So log 1 by c is equal to minus k pi square plus k prime pi plus rho sigma plus k prime prime. And here k prime and k prime prime and rho, these are regression coefficients. These are called as regression coefficients. And we said pi is hydrophobic constant. Pi is hydrophobic constant, and sigma is Hammett constant. Under electronic factors we have discussed yesterday, sigma is Hammett constant. So the Hans equation is log 1 by c. This is the concentration, it can be related to biological activity. So we are trying to relate the biological activity with some parameters, that is hydrophobicity as well as electronic factors. So this is the simplest Hans equation. So this can also be written as log 1 by c is equal to minus k log p whole square plus k prime log p plus rho sigma plus k prime prime. And here, as we said, C is equal to molar concentration that elicits a standard biological response. Molar concentration, that is the dose of a drug. The lower the dose, the better should be the activity. That is the reason we use the term 1 by C. We are not using C, we are using 1 by C. Means the lower the concentration, the better should be the activity. And as we said, rho, k prime are regression coefficients which are derived from standard curve fitting. And concentration 1 by C reflects the fact that greater potency is associated with lower dose. As we said, 1 by C is used. Why? Because it reflects the fact that greater potency is associated with lower dose. So quickly have a glance at Hans equation. The simplest Hans equation, log 1 by C is equal to minus k pi square plus k prime pi plus rho sigma plus k prime prime. Or else it can also be written as k1 log 1 by c is equal to minus k log p square plus k prime log p plus rho sigma plus k prime prime. And here there is a negative term used for pi square or a negative term used for log p square, which means it is the expectation of optimum lipophilicity. Expectation of optimum lipophilicity. As we said, pi resembles lipophilicity and P is nothing but partition coefficient. P is partition coefficient and sigma is the electronic parameter involved, that is Hammett constant, as we have discussed yesterday. And these were the two parameters which were used in defining Hans equation. Either it will be hydrophobicity and electronic parameters, but the importance of steric effects and molecular shape was introduced later. The importance of steric effects, that is the bulky group effects, as well as molecular shape for receptor interactions was included into Hans equation. So the equation has changed to log 1 by c is equal to minus a pi square plus b pi plus rho sigma plus c es plus ds plus e. So what are these? Pi square, as we have defined earlier, pi is hydrophobic constant and sigma is Hammett constant or electronic parameter, and es is Taft steric constant, Taft steric parameter or Taft steric constant, and s is topography term. S is topography term and E is a constant, regression constant. A, B, rho, C, D, E, these are all regression coefficients. As we said, here we are, instead of K prime, rho and K prime prime, we are using A, B, rho, C, D, E. These are also regression coefficients. So it can also be restated or reformulated as log 1 by c is equal to minus a pi square plus b pi plus rho sigma plus c es plus ds plus e. In this, the two terms included are CES, which is Taft steric constant or steric parameter, and S is topography term. So here we can incorporate the number of parameters or descriptors to explain multiple regression analysis. So Hans analysis is a method of multiple regression analysis. So the way these parameters are used is by the application of method of multiple regression analysis. Hans analysis is also called as extra thermodynamic method, is a linear free energy approach to drug design in congeneric series. What is congeneric series? Similar type of series, congeneric series, in which equation is set up involving different combinations of physicochemical properties. As we said, the physicochemical properties can be varied. We can include, we can delete. So we can set up a equation according to our choice. So this method is a type of multiple regression analysis. Why? Because we use multiple parameters into the equation. And this is an extra thermodynamic method. What it means? It means that we can extrapolate the curve, we can extrapolate the line to find the biological activity, to correlate biological activity with physicochemical parameters. And next, once the equation is established, it can be used to test activity of untested compounds. Once the equation has been established, it can be used to test the activity of untested compounds. And what are its limitations? So in defining Hans equation or Hans analysis, we just considered about the physicochemical parameters, that is hydrophobicity was included, electronic parameters like Hammett constant was included, and Taft's steric constant was included, and topography constants were included. But we have never used conformational changes which are occurring in the receptor. So this is a limitation. What are the conformational changes? You know that in the biological system, the protein is not stable all the time. It will be changing its conformation. Not extensively, but to a minor extent the conformations are changed. So these conformations are not included. So this is one of a limitation. The metabolism of drug is not considered. This is another limitation. The potency lipophilicity relationship may be parabolic or linear. That is, parabolic means it is non-linear, and linear means it is in the form of a line. Either it can be a straight line moving up or a straight line moving down, or it can be of any type, but it is of a straight line. It is linear, or it may be parabolic, means it is non-linear. So what are the limitations? Conformational changes in the receptor are ignored, metabolism of drug is not considered, the potency lipophilicity relationship may be parabolic or linear. And what are the advantages? These advantages are explained by Martin and Tute. The use of descriptors, that is pi, sigma, Es, etc., collected from simple chemical systems can be used to predict biological activity in complex systems. So whatever the descriptors collected from simple chemical systems, they can be applied to prediction of biological activity in complex systems. This is an advantage. The predictions are quantitative with statistical confidence limits. So whatever the predictions we get, they are quantitative, not qualitative, and they are within the confidence limits. The method is very easy to use and inexpensive. What are the weaknesses of the method? The parameter values must be available for substituents. What it means? If the parameter values are not available, we cannot substitute in the data set. If they are available, only we can use. So this is a weakness. If it is not available, we cannot go for this method. So this is a weakness. Expertise in statistics and computer use is essential. So we need a skilled person who is skilled at statistics and computer use to perform this method. Small molecule interactions are imperfect models for complex biological systems. Normally, in Hans analysis, we predict some parameters, and these parameters are obtained from small molecule interactions. And when these small molecule interactions are obtained, and these parameters cannot be, or models cannot be applied for complex biological systems. Why? Because there will be some errors. Organic reactions used to derive parameters are done either in acidic or basic conditions. Whatever the parameters we are deriving, they are done in acidic conditions or basic conditions. And if we are doing the reactions in acidic or basic conditions, the compound should be either fully protonated in acidic condition or deprotonated in basic conditions. But in biological system, they are partially protonated. Whatever the parameters we are deriving, we are doing in experimental lab conditions, and those conditions will be either acidic or basic. In acidic conditions, the analogues or the ligands, they will get protonated, or in basic conditions they will become deprotonated. But Coming to biological systems, they are partially protonated. So there is an error. So there is an error between protonated form and partially protonated form, and there is an error between deprotonated form and partially protonated form. So this is a weakness with the method. And QSAR is empirical. It depends on pharmacological activity of compounds belonging to same structural type. So QSAR is empirical. What it means? It means that if the structures of the ligands are similar, then only we can test for activity. If the structures are similar, then only we can test for activity. That is in Hans analysis. If the structures are dissimilar, this method cannot be applied for testing pharmacological activity. So this is also a weakness. And as we said, this is an extra thermodynamic method, that is extrapolation of the line, extrapolating the line, and we are trying to find the relationship between biological activity and some physico-chemical parameter. We do it normally in statistics. We try to extrapolate and we try to find the relationship, and those methods, if done under thermodynamic conditions, then it is called as extra thermodynamic method. And here, if we do this extrapolation, the results what we get may give false prediction. So this is also a weakness. So it has some advantages, limitations and weaknesses, but yet it is applicable. Despite of several weaknesses, Hans analysis is successful in drug design. Not all the time, but sometimes it is successful. So this is all about Hans analysis, which tries to correlate the biological activity with physico-chemical parameters. And here, what is the essential criteria? At least two physico-chemical parameters should be described, or two physico-chemical descriptors must be used. One is lipophilicity for the transport of drug across the system, and electronic parameters for successful interactions in the binding site. Apart from these two descriptors, we can increase or include several other descriptors, and we need to formulate an equation. Once the equation is formulated, then we can apply this equation for finding out the activity of untested molecules. And for this, there are several limitations, advantages, disadvantages. Apart from all these things, the Hans analysis has been found to be successful in drug design. So this